Hello everyone and welcome to tense part 3. We shall look at the structure and form of the future tense. In the previous videos we saw, in parts 1 and 2 we saw past tense and present tense, and in this one we shall look at future tense. Again, 4 forms, and these are the structures of the future tense. The forms are future, future continuous or future progressive, future perfect, and future perfect continuous, also known as future perfect progressive. Right, so we have will, all the ones have will or shall. Alright, so what is the difference between will and shall? That is for another video. But both are the future tense. Can they be used anyhow? No, they can't be used anyhow. Will is most often used, or it's the most common one, it's used most commonly. Shall is also very appropriate in some particular situations. We shall look at shall and will later on in some other video. And like I always say, I've said it in the last 2 videos, we shall not confuse ourselves with subject and object and all that. We shall just keep it simple, the first noun and the first pronoun of the sentence. Okay. Or the first noun and the first pronoun of 2 joint sentences. Right, so let's not get confused. So let's keep it simple. Okay, so will plus 1 verb form, and shall and the verb. Noun pronoun will or shall, be and the present participle. The be and the present participle are very important. If you remove the be, now it's not future continuous, it's something else, and most likely it will be wrong. Always follow this structure. This structure has some particular purpose, it has some particular meaning. And future perfect, will plus 2 verb forms, noun and pronoun, or the pronoun, will or the shall, have and past participle. And finally, will and 3 verb forms for the past perfect continuous. So noun, pronoun, will, shall, have, been, and the present participle. Let's get started with the simple future tense. It has only, it's also, if you can just call it the future tense, means it's a simple future. 1 verb form and will or shall. So she will do it. Will she do it? Yes, she will do it. Don't worry, she will do it. I shall tell her to do it. Will you tell her to do it? Yes, I shall tell her to do it. I shall tell. My friend will go to the zoo. He will go to the zoo, or she will go to the zoo. The hare will lose the race. It will lose the race. We shall bake a cake. What shall we do? We shall bake a cake. So that was simple future. Now let's look at future continuous, also known as future progressive. So future and continuous or future and progressive, 2 verb forms with the will or the shall. So noun, pronoun, will, shall, be, present participle. Present participle of do is doing, tell is telling, go is going, lose is losing, bake is baking. She will be doing it. I shall be telling her to do it. What shall you be doing? I shall be telling her to do it, to do her homework, to do her assignment, whatever. My friend will be going to the zoo. What will your friend be doing? He or she shall be going to the zoo, or will be going to the zoo. The hare will be losing the race by then. By then, the hare will be losing the race. What will it be doing? It will be losing the race. What will be happening? The hare will be losing the race. Will be losing. Will be losing. Future continuous. We shall be baking a cake in the afternoon, or we will be baking a cake in the afternoon. Remember, the be is very important here. If you remove the be, he will going to the zoo. That is not a sentence. It makes it incorrect. So always use the correct structure. Okay, so the future perfect has 2 verb forms. You get future and perfect, hence 2 verb forms. So the noun, pronoun, the will or the shall, the have, and the past participle. So past participle of do is done, of tell is told, of go is gone, of lose is lost, and of bake is baked. So let's look at number 1. She will have done it by then. Will she have done it? Yes, she will have done it by then. What is then? That's a reference point in the future. We shall look at that in another video. I shall have told her by then. I shall have done what? I shall have told her by then. My friend, he or she. So my friend will have gone to the zoo by then. By when? By 5 p.m. Suppose you're going to your friend's house and you are going to arrive, you will be arriving at 5 p.m. Then you say, oh, he will have gone to the zoo or she will have gone to the zoo by then. So perhaps I must meet her or him at the zoo. The hare will have lost the race. It will have lost the race by noon or whatever. And number 5, we will have baked a cake by tomorrow or by this evening or by tomorrow morning, whatever. We will have baked. It will have lost. She will have gone. He will have gone. I shall have told. She will have done. Alright, so that was the future perfect tense. And finally we come to the future perfect continuous. So future perfect and continuous, 3 verb forms. Noun, pronoun, then the will or the shall, then the have, and then the been, and then the present participle. So the present participle of do is doing, tell is telling, go is going, lose is losing, and bake is baking. Let's see the first sentence. She will have been doing it for several years. Will have been doing what? Something. Maybe she likes dancing or singing or whatever. She will have been singing for several years. She will have been running for several years. Whatever. She will have been swimming. Whatever. She will have been doing it for several years. I will have been telling her to do it for many months. Similarly, number 3. My friend will have been going to the zoo for 3 years in 2024. Perhaps he started in 2021 or 2022. So by the time it's 2024, he will have been going to the zoo for 3 years. Number 4. The hare will have been losing the race for 10 years. In the future, in the future, at some reference point, by then it will have been losing for 10 years. And finally we have number 5. We will have been baking cakes together for 6 months. So suppose in July, suppose you start in January or February, so by July we will have been baking cakes together. Will have been baking cakes. So this video was only for the form and the structure. Don't worry when to use it and all. We'll see in future videos. And watch the other videos. All the links are in the description below. And thank you for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one.